Pixelkin.
Why is the indie game community so important as an indie developer?
Why are having friends important?
Good question.
It's inspiring to see what other people are working on. It's really cool to see that. Sometimes you can collaborate and help each other out. You know, artists and designers and musicians all working together. You know, inspiration, camaraderie, all those things.
So Power of Play is an event for independent game developers, but also game industry professionals. Seattle have a huge gaming community.
You were a judge at the Seattle Indie Game Competition today, correct?
Yep.
What is great about that competition? What does it help indie game developers do?
Well, I think it's really awesome for a couple of reasons. First off, we get to showcase some really, really cool games. And then second of all, I think for all the developers who enter, whether they win or not, like the experience that they get going on stage, presenting, answering questions is really just good, like for your own professional development, and helps you kind of like crystallize like what is really cool about your game.
Eric and Caleb, you just pitched Project Titan to a room full of judges at the Seattle Indie Game Competition. Yeah. How does that make you feel?
It was very stressful and like nerve-wracking. I'm in front of all these people, these giants in the gaming industry, which is an industry that both of us really want to go into. And just you really want to impress them. My hands were just shaking with my cards, trying to read them. But I think overall, we had a few mistakes. I think overall we did pretty good.
I have been working for the past months on a game called Project Titan.
And you made this game in Unreal 4. And is that something that you learned in school, or was that something you taught yourself?
It was a home project.
Home project?
And we had to start from scratch. We didn't know anything about it, so it took a bit longer than it should have.
What would you say was the most difficult piece of code?
We had to make it so that there was a smooth transition between just running normally and running on the wall. We would have to change the gravity scale so that you wouldn't just fall off the wall.
What does it mean to be an exhibitor at the Power of Play for these developers?
I think it's a great place to exhibit. You get to show your game off. You know, obviously there's a lot of other developers here, a lot of people in the game industry here, a lot of members of the public come. You know, you're so heads down when you're making a game that like being able to kind of like look up, present your game, and then just sort of see what the community thinks about it is like really, really powerful.
It is an incredible experience. Knowing that something that we put so much time and effort into is being looked at by so many people, and they're all looking and saying, wow, this is really cool.
Yes.
I wish I could play this game.
Yeah.
It's just amazing knowing that people care about something that we care about.